We're learning more about an incident that led to the suspension of South Dakota State lawmaker. The Senate voted last week to suspend Rapid City Republican Julie Frye-Mueller following what's being called an inappropriate conversation with a legislative staffer. Senate leaders made that complaint public today. According to the staffer, Frye-Mueller and her husband, who is not a lawmaker, went to the Legislative Research Council's office last week to discuss a bill. The conversation then turned to the staffer's baby and whether the child was vaccinated. The senator allegedly told the staffer that her vaccinated baby would have issues such as Down syndrome or autism. The complaint says Frye-Mueller also talked about breastfeeding while using hand motions on herself as her husband smiled and nodded.
There are a number of major updates tonight in the matters surrounding Frye-Mueller. Included in that, a lawsuit that has been filed against Senate President Pro Tem Lee Schoenbeck. State House reporter Austin Goss was on hand today in the Senate and has the very latest for us tonight from the state capitol in our 10 o'clock top story.
Senator Julie Frye-Mueller filed a lawsuit against Senate President Pro Tem Lee Schoenbeck in federal court on Monday, alleging that he violated her rights to free speech. Frye-Mueller filed a lawsuit through former Speaker of the House Steve Haugard, who is also a Sioux Falls area lawyer.
She disputes the content of that. She doesn't dispute the fact that she had a conversation with a staff member, but she certainly disputes the overall content of it.
The lawsuit alleges that the actions of the Senate to take away Frye-Mueller's voting rights in the Senate infringes on her rights to free speech, and further, takes away the voice of those Frye-Mueller represents in District 30. The lawsuit asks the court to grant injunctive relief that would reinstate Frye-Mueller's legislative duties and privileges. Looking to get ahead of this lawsuit, Senator Tom Pischke of Del Rapids pushed to reinstate Frye-Mueller today and push back the Select Committee on Discipline and Expulsion.
I would ask that everyone abide by their oath to the Constitution and her Fifth Amendment's right to due process, and also the 14th Amendment, the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, which states that every voter in the United States should have equal representation under the law.
That effort fell short, but many senators who previously voted to remove Frye-Mueller voted with Pischke Monday. The Select Committee on Discipline and Expulsion, meeting for the first time Monday, vowed to be fair to all involved. They'll hear from the employee at the center of the allegations behind closed doors.
It is done in executive session, during which Senator Frye-Mueller and her legal counsel, the employee's legal counsel, and any senator may be present. A redacted transcript of the session will be made and released publicly.
That committee will meet again Tuesday at 5 p.m. In Pierre, Austin Goss, Dakota News Now.
And one more note tonight. We know that committee is expected to provide a full report by the end of this week.